Good morning. My name is Melissa Hassan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Raymond, Alberta, Canada. And I started this channel last week because I knew I would miss seeing people and sharing stamping with people in person. So today's little class is called Cuppa and a Card because today, the day I'm filming, would have been the day that we were meeting at a cafe just down the road. We all enjoy something in our cup and making a card together. So this morning I just wanted to tell you what's in my cup. Feel free to comment with what's in yours this morning. Yesterday I just took a piece of ginger, boiled it in a pot. My ginger is getting old and kind of dry, so I made some boiled ginger tea for my piece of ginger, and I just like to have that with some honey and sometimes a little lemon. It's good. It's a little bit of a kick to it, so it's a nice little wake up. But anyway, let's stamp a card together. I hope you'll enjoy this little time out with me this morning.
Okay, so I'm going to start with a piece of Sahara sand cardstock, and that's just cut at 4 1/4 by 11. That's half of a traditional sheeted cardstock. Oh, I can use this as my... I couldn't find my bone folder, but I saw somebody using a acrylic block for the same purpose, so I thought that would be great. So I'm going to start off with the Rooted in Nature stamp set. This is it here. Lots of beautiful images and sentiments in this. And I'm calling, I don't even know what to call this, this technique, because I did it once years ago. I don't remember where I saw it. And it's been years since I've done it. So I'm going to call it the freehand paper piercing technique. So there's my tree. Actually, typically when I stamp with the stamps, I typically like to put some foam underneath. Let's see here. There we go. I'm going to stamp the same thing on this white piece, and you'll see why later. Okay, so this is the paper we're going to be using today. These are just scraps that I have from the Woven Threads designer paper. I really love this paper. It was one of my favorites when it first came out, and I'm almost all out of it. So I was really happy when I saw that it was going to be one of the free celebration items. So you can get it free when you spend $60 until the end of the month. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, I've made a couple sample cards, but I might wait till the end to show you what they look like. We're going to be piecing all these little pieces together to make it look like a hill with layers that our tree is sitting on top of. So I like to start with the first one at the top. That way we're sure that it matches up with the bottom of our tree the way we like, or the bottom of our image, whatever that image is. I find this technique is best with images that are like a silhouette kind of image or close to it. Here's our first piece. That one looks good for the next. So I'm just sponging around the edges. We're going to end up sponging the whole card. It's going to have kind of a rustic kind of look. And I like this paper because it has a textile look to it. It reminds me of quilting. I used to be a quilter, but well, somewhat. I mean, certainly not like professional by any stretch of the imagination, but I have made a few for gifts for people, and I love fabric. Fabric was my first love before paper. Looks good. So you're just going to keep on piecing your pieces, building your hill. And the main thing with these scraps is just to make sure that it's 4 1/4 across, just so it covers your whole, the whole width of your card, but the height of your scraps doesn't matter because you're just going to be layering them. So you can have little skinny pieces if you want to and just hide them behind others. I think we need a blue one now. Might just adjust that a little bit. Might get a different shape. I love my paper snips. They're a nice smooth cut. So if you like fussy cutting, if you like to stamp things or even just fussy cut things out of the designer paper, the snips are the best. I actually couldn't find them last night while I was preparing for this class, so I was just using regular scissors that I found around the house to make my samples, and you might be able to actually tell the difference when we're done. You'll have to tell me if you can tell the difference, because the edges are just not quite as smooth. So I really do like my snips. Was happy to find them before the video. So I could leave it at that, but I might just add one more layer. Let's see what we've got. This is a nice one that I haven't used yet. That'll be good. By the way, if you're new to sponges, I didn't bring a full package up here with me, but they come in a pack of 3 and they're just these big circles. Make sure that you cut them up. I cut them into 6 pieces. I've seen people cut them up into 8. That way you can use them for a lot of different colors. By the way, your hands do get inky. I'm really inky right now, but that's okay. Okay, so we're done the paper piecing for the bottom part. Now we're just gonna make some clouds. So I stamped this ahead of time, and I'm just gonna freehand cut some clouds here to put on my card, and that's again why these smooth cutting scissors are your buddy for this project especially. And don't worry about them going off the edge, we're gonna trim that off. Just cut another one a little bit lower down here. And maybe another over here by our sentiment. It looks crazy right now, but don't worry, it looks good at the end, I promise. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can need any more. I think that's good. 3 clouds. I'm happy with 3 clouds. Okay, so I'm just going to piece these exactly where they fit. Okay, so now that we've got these on here, we're just going to trim off the edges. You could do that with your snips, but I've got this new little trimmer here, so I'm going to make good use of it. It's really handy. This one, by the way, if you're interested in it, it is not available for purchase, but it is available for free in the starter kit this month. The starter kit, of course, is customizable by you. You get to pick what's in it, and then there's extras this month. In addition to the contents of the kit, you get to have this cool new trimmer and a stamp set of your choice for free on top of the stamp sets you get in your kit. And you also get a really lovely sampler of designer series paper with a nice assortment from a number of different collections. So I love my little trimmer. I'm glad I've got it. Okay, so my freehand paper piecing is done, and I'm just going to add some more ink to the edges to give it that rustic look all the way along. I picked this technique and this layout for a reason, because it reminds me of the new challenges that we each have piled up on us with this outbreak, and with having to be in, and challenges to our personal lives, our business lives, our family lives. And I just believe that we can get through this, that we can still strengthen each other, we can still lift each other up and be a blessing to those that we associate with, and that we will be all the stronger for it in the end as a society. I hope you enjoyed this technique. I think it's one that you can do with limited supplies, and all you need is really a silhouette stamp set of some kind. The ones I used today are Enjoy Life and Rooted in Nature. And some paper and a pair of scissors. Again, if you really love this paper, I do, you can get it free when you spend $60 this month. And here's 2 more cards that I made with it. It's really lovely. So I will see you again next week, and take care. Bye-bye.